our main core business is Linde Industrial Gases, and then we have an engineering arm, Linde Engineering India, which provides technology services on EP and EPC basis. So for us, because we are not an infrastructure company, so mostly this all renting business comes for during construction only. So nowadays, what all technology companies are in the market are there. They are going for more and more subcontracting. You know that India is mostly dependent upon crude for its energy supplies. Okay, and India's crude almost 80% is being imported. Okay, what the government of India has planned that when we have emergency situation is there. So in order to isolate India from disruption of the supplies because of these emergencies, government of India planned 3 big crude storage caverns, and then this one of the biggest project was constructed in Padur. In these caverns, where we used support and services of Atlas Copco, is that before storing of the crude, before the commissioning of the crude inside the caverns, you need to inertize the caverns with nitrogen, okay, so that it doesn't form a combustible mixture. So now you need almost 7,000 tons of nitrogen to inertize these caverns. So where we sought services of Atlas Copco by hiring the nitrogen generator, and this was hired for almost over 6 to 7 months, which took to inertize the caverns and bringing down the oxygen level to 5%. I configured this nitrogen generator solution from Atlas Copco. Our requirement was almost 3,000 nm³ per hour at maximum, at 95%, 96% of purity of nitrogen, starting from say 1500 nm³ per hour nitrogen at purity of 99%. So in that case, what configuration came up was almost 3 PSA units we used, and then to feed air to these PSA, we have almost I think 5 compressors. See, I should say that one of the great services which we got from Atlas Copco was they were knowing that it's almost 6 months of installation was there. So they have a very trained team for doing operation and maintenance of this unit. So almost in this 6 months of operation, I didn't see that we have any downtime because of maintenance point of view. So once it started basically, and then it was switched off after the job completion. And if we compare of 6 months of rental total package from Atlas Copco, comparing if we bought out plant or get a liquid nitrogen in tankers, I think this concept of coming from Atlas Copco was really cost effective, and it did way the total cost of ownership for this particular inertization was very good. I think cheaper than buying a plant on its own or supplying through liquid nitrogen. When we deal with Atlas Copco rentals, the equipment which are supplied to us for any of our sites, okay, any type of rental equipment I am talking about, they are all well maintained. So once it comes to site, they are immediately put on operations. It is a less installation time, put on operation early, and then hardly we have any downtime. That once the order was done, then your engineering team also, they did well. There was a good interface between project sales, project engineering, then your operation and maintenance guy at site, and then the spare parts who were handling. So this was done in very tandem. We got the engineering drawings early for making the foundations basically, or making readiness civil foundations for the installation of the equipment, and it was crystal clear. There was no issue in that. A reliable company with reliable equipment, responsive and receptive team. I think this is what I had experience with Atlas Copco team while dealing with them in the rental equipment. So just go for it.